restaurant style kadai mushroom. So let's start cooking. Let's get a pan on medium heat and add to it 1 large tablespoon of ghee or clarified butter. You can also use oil, but kadai mushroom tastes best when cooked in ghee. Wait for the ghee to melt and then we are going to add 4 pieces of cloves, 2 cardamom pieces and 8 to 10 pieces of black pepper. Cook them for a few seconds and now you will need to add 1 large onion which has been roughly chopped. After you have added the onions, you need to add 1 large tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. And we are going to cook this down till the onions are lightly golden in color. You can also add a little bit of salt to this so that the onions cook faster. After 3 to 4 minutes or when your onions have turned golden brown, we'll need to add 1 large tomato which has been roughly chopped. So let's add the tomatoes and cook these vegetables by moving them around till the tomatoes start to wilt. Now let's add a cup of water so that the vegetables don't stick to the bottom of the pan. Cover the pan with a lid and let the vegetables cook on low heat until the tomatoes have completely softened down. This should take about 5 to 6 minutes. Now that the tomatoes have completely softened down, let's take these off the heat and let them cool down before we blend them into a paste in a mixture grinder. Get a fresh pan on high flame and add 1 tablespoon oil to it. We are going to saute 1 cup of onion which has been cut into 1-inch pieces in this oil till they are translucent. We are also going to saute 1 cup of capsicum in the same way as the onions. We are pan frying these vegetables and these will be added later to our kadai mushroom gravy to give it that special kadai flavor or the pan roasted flavor. This is an important step as this is what gives it that restaurant style flavor which you always crave for and don't get it in a home cooked curry. So let's fry roast these vegetables one after the another and then keep them aside to be added later to the gravy. You can also add them raw, but that won't add the oomph to the gravy and the kadai flavor that we are looking for in the end result. So now that these are done, let's get back to our onions, tomatoes and the spices we had cooked earlier and kept aside to cool down into a mixer grinder and blend it into a fine paste. You can add 3 to 4 tablespoons of water to make it really smooth. Once that's done, let's get a deep pan on high flame and add ghee or clarified butter equal to 1.5 serving spoons into it. Once the ghee is hot, we need to add 1 bay leaf and 1 piece of cinnamon stick equal to 2 inches. Let's move them around for a bit, maybe 2-3 seconds, and then let's start to add the gravy through a sieve into this pan. We're doing it through a sieve so that the skin of the cardamom and the skin of the tomato doesn't get into our gravy. While pushing it through the sieve, you can also add a little bit of water if you find it tough push through or if it is too thick. Now that is done, let the gravy come to a mild simmer on medium heat and then we are going to add half a tablespoon of red chili powder since there is already black pepper blended in the gravy. After that, let's add 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder and 1 large tablespoon of coriander powder. We also need to add salt which can be as per your taste. I am adding 1 tablespoon. Now let's mix all these together and then let it cook for a couple of minutes. After that, we cover the pan with a lid and let it cook on medium flame for another 10 minutes or till you see the ghee on top of the gravy. After 10 minutes, as you can see, the ghee has come to the top. Let's add the mushrooms. I have taken here 2 cups of button mushrooms which have been chopped into 4. After adding the mushrooms, we are going to add the onions and capsicum which we had pan roasted earlier. Now let's give these together a mix and let them cook for 5 to 6 minutes on low heat. After that, I am going to add 1 large tablespoon of cream into this. You can also skip the cream if you are health conscious. After adding the cream, we are going to give this a mix and add a teaspoon of dried fenugreek. You will see that the curry has now become a little liquidy. This is because the mushrooms have oozed water. Let's give this a mix and again cover the pan and let this cook on simmer for 3 to 4 minutes or until the ghee is again visible on the top. Meanwhile, let's get a piece of coal and burn it on our gas stove. We'll use this to add the smoky flavor to our karai mushroom curry. Now I've got the pan off the heat. As you can see, the ghee has again floated to the top. Let's serve this into a serving bowl and we're gonna smoke this using the coal which we had burnt earlier. I've created a cap out of aluminium foil which I'm going to put it in the middle of the curry and I'm going to pour some ghee on top of the burning coal which I've kept in this cap, and I'm going to cover this with a lid and leave it for 5 minutes so that the smoky flavor is throughout the gravy. And there you go. Our karai mushroom restaurant style is perfectly ready with the smoky flavor. If you like the video, please do subscribe to our channel.
Yummy in my tummy.